Hey there, and welcome back. I spent 10 days in the Hinterlands, standing outside the gates of Revantusk Village, which is a horde questing hub, and I didn't leave until I got into some fights. Of course, I wasn't trying to disturb players or be a nuisance in general, so I just stood there, presented myself as a target in case anyone was feeling particularly hostile that day. As expected, there was a lot of traffic passing through me. But it didn't actually take very long before I got some action. At one point, I looked back and saw a druid prowling right behind me. He opens up and I see that he's 6 levels higher than me. I go for a bash and a hibernate, which luckily he lets me land. This gives me the chance to heal, re-stealth, and go for a pounce. I try to keep him close with a feral charge, since I notice he's moving closer to the guards. Another hibernate into a root, but that gets resisted because he's level 52. Guess he decided to go home. I do have dots on him, but I'm pretty sure he survived. I don't know what this warrior was thinking, but he just walked up to whack me real quick. Kinda reminded me of how my cats treat suspicious objects. Although he felt uncertain about my presence, others were generally pretty nice to me. Barely even had trouble with level unknowns. And I had a nice dance party with this druid. Later, this shadow priest walks out and starts casting a vampiric touch at me. I could have prowled to cancel it, but my job is to keep the enemy interested, especially since I want him away from the guards. I prowled here to cancel his mind blast, and my prowl breaks before I can pounce him. His fear breaks early, which gives me the upper hand now. A quick bash, and a shred to finish it off. This next fight demonstrates how my gear can occasionally shift the momentum in my favor. This rogue starts off with a garrote, and quickly gets frozen by my ring. He wastes his blind, which breaks from his own bleeds, then falls asleep, thanks to my chest piece. This gave me breathing room to re-stealth and go in for a pounce. Big miss on that pounce. A second freeze. I innervate in root to get some much needed heals off. This bounce landed. He pops a potion before going down. Kidney. And he falls asleep again. The bleed finishes him off. If you want to know more about the gear I'm using, let me know in the comments. While I was waiting one time, an ally randomly runs in and aggroes the guards. He pulled them away from their post, so, naturally, I wanted to walk in and see what the village looked like from the inside again. Been a while since I've been on this side of the fence. During my stay out here, there was one hunter who kept sending his pet to attack me and hiding behind the guards. I tried to point this out to his ally, but his pet jumped out at me from stealth. I hibernated and got ready to fight. That's when the other hunter decided to join in as well. I was in a real pickle, as they were both red level to me. I tried to escape, but a rogue showed up and hit me with a cheap shot. I used him to get further away with a feral charge, and I almost made it out until the rogue dropped a perfect grenade on me. And it was over. At least there was some mithril nearby. I'll use those to pay for my quest giver episodes. Now I didn't want to put another Shadow Priest fight But this one ends up evolving into a totally different situation. As I'm getting ready to fight this priest, a warlock walks up and starts to join the fight. He's level 52, so I'm in real trouble. I used my rocket helm to CC the lock, but it didn't keep him down for long enough. The dots were eating away at me. That didn't really end well. When I tried to revive, the warlock kept camping my body. So I hid behind this wall and used Shadow Melt to drink up. It's one of those rare moments where being a Night Elf is actually better than being a Tauren. He wastes his Howl of Terror trying to find me. My prowl breaks for some reason, so no pounce. Power shift here to get as much damage as possible. And I got my revenge. This level unknown rogue spots us and jumps in. I don't think I can get away from this one. Yep. I came back and saw him skinning some turtles, so I figured since he was level unknown, it was fair for me to sneak up on him. After my opener, I try to kite him to avoid damage. A nice root, but my spells are getting resisted. I charge in to keep him in place. And I keep forgetting that Barkskin takes me out of forms. Old habits. I bash and get ready to cast an Entangling Roots. And then these guys show up. They meant well, they were trying to save me from a level unknown. But they didn't realize I wanted to 1v1. That's okay. I went back in bear form to show him that I wanted a rematch. Instead of showing aggression, he salutes me. As I'm getting ready to leave, I notice him pointing at one of the turtles nearby. It seemed like he was asking for help. So in an unlikely turn of events, I found myself teaming up with him to kill some turtles, so that he can skin faster. We started off as enemies, and ended up fighting side by side. We stuck together for some time, until we ran into some of his allies, who I thought would be able to help him in my stead. Once I was sure he was covered, I said my goodbyes and decided to leave the Hinterlands. Guess I'll catch you later then. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for being here.